This is Al Jazeera.
Welcome to the NewsHour live from Doha. I'm Sami Zaidan from Al Jazeera News Centres in Doha and London. These are the main stories. Going for World Cup glory, Egypt tightens security as an old football rivalry reaches fever pitch in Cairo. Suicide bomber strikes a deadly blow in Pakistan in what's becoming a daily event in Peshawar. Stepping towards a new relationship with Asia on everything from climate to economic crisis, the US president signals a new policy of partnership.
Also this NewsHour, I'm Hamish MacDonald in London with the top stories from Europe, including rape and torture. British soldiers are in the firing line over allegations of abuse in Iraq. Plus, a death in Venice. But why it's the city itself they're mourning.
We begin this news hour with a story that's unfolding on television sets right around the world. The qualifying matches for the World Cup. Football, some may say, it's only a game. Well, what a game it is. Today, an estimated 240 million people play it. Billions watch it. It is a source of pride and passion, and sometimes a rivalry that dips into violence. Well, that is certainly the case with Algeria versus Egypt. Their game in Cairo, which kicks off in just over 2.5 hours from now, could decide which country goes on to the coveted World Cup in South Africa next year. Amr Kahki reports. Britain is investigating new allegations of abuse involving UK soldiers in Iraq. Let's cross over to Hamish MacDonald in London for more on that. Hamish, damaging news for Britain again.
Yeah, it certainly is, Sammy. I mean, it doesn't really come much more damaging than this, especially given that a public inquiry is already underway into the death of an Iraqi civilian who died in British custody in 2003 with 93 separate injuries. Now, these fresh allegations involve 32 cases of abuse by soldiers who served in Iraq. Harry Smith has more of the details. All right, that's it from Europe for this news hour. Let's go back to Sami Zaidan in Doha.
Thanks, Hamish. Well, much more still ahead on this news hour, including Afghanistan on alert. This time the threat comes from a rapidly spreading flu virus. Plus the little box of light that could revolutionize the way millions cook around the world. We report on a new invention firing up these Kenyan villages. Let's recap the top stories here on Al Jazeera now. The US President Barack Obama has arrived in Singapore to join a summit of Asia-Pacific leaders. He flew there from Tokyo, where he said the US is ready to engage with Asia as an equal partner in the economy, diplomacy and security. A car bombing at a police checkpoint in the Pakistani city of Peshawar has left at least 11 people dead. Nearly 30 others were wounded in the attack, the second in 24 hours in the northwest frontier province's capital. And it's a crucial day for millions of football fans around the world. Nowhere more so than in Cairo, where Egypt and Algeria are preparing to face off for a place in the 2010 World Cup. Kick-off is in around 2 hours from now. Well, from climate on Earth to traces of what was once the environment on the moon, a dramatic experiment leads to a dramatic discovery. Still to come on Al Jazeera.
And I'm Andy Richardson. Find out why England and Brazil are getting ready to play an international friendly here in Qatar at Doha's Khalifa Stadium. More on that and the rest of the sport after the break.
Welcome back. NASA scientists say they found bucketfuls of water on the moon after a dramatic experiment by the US Space Agency. Well, they're describing it as a thrilling discovery, as Tom Akerman reports. Well, now from the moon to the world of sports, here's Jo.
Thank you very much, Sammy. Well, we'll start with football, and New Zealand will be at the World Cup after qualifying for only the second time in their history. The Kiwis booked their place in South Africa by beating Bahrain in the second leg of their playoff. James Pratt reports. And that is the sport.
Thanks so much, Joe. And here's a world record attempt from the Netherlands on what they call Domino Day. Almost 4.5 million tiles toppled in this year's event. That's more than 100,000 more than last year and easily a new world record. That's it for now. Stay with us.